Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Masha and this is the Wonder Woman Within. Today we will talk about our bodies and how it changes, and I will share with you about my personal journey as well for the last 12 months. So if you're interested, please keep watching. So I've been getting comments on some of the videos that I have not been looking in the camera. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, about 11 months, so I'm learning as I'm going. Please be patient with me. I'm doing these videos more for fun, more for creativity. So, you know, if I am not professional yet in this, you know, we're learning as we're going. So I really appreciate you having some grace and patience with me. And if you are finding my videos annoying or not interesting, please, there's thousands, millions of channels for you to watch. You don't have to be here. Only all right, so as you probably have noticed, my videos from a year ago versus now, I look a little bit different. My face is a little bit more plump, which I'm actually enjoying a lot. And back then I was about 20 pounds lighter. I was getting ready to get married, go on my honeymoon, of course, as we want to be the lightest, best versions of ourselves before our wedding, before our you know, honeymoon, all the stuff, all the pictures, everything that's happening. I can tell you a couple things that have happened that are pros of me gaining some of the weight back. And I shared this on my channel, the weight loss story. I will pop the link in that video for the weight loss story so you can kind of get more familiar with my journey with weight loss. I'm not gonna go through the past 20 years or so, just the last 12 months. And yeah, I was basically trying different things while I was at the weight loss center, like Ozempic, fat burning peptides, a lot of different things. And part of it was because my body is insulin resistant. My fasting blood sugar is pre-diabetic, and it's not because I'm eating unhealthy, it's because a couple different things. It's hereditary. My grandpa had diabetes, but also I have pretty weak liver because of all the drinking that happened during my 20s and early 30s as well. And my body doesn't process sugar as easily, so a lot of carbs, sugar gets stored as fat, even fruits. So I even wore the CGM, continuous glucose meter, last year for about 6 months to learn more, get curious about my body. And the reason I gained the weight back is a couple different things. Of course, stress. Post-divorce, I moved by myself to Arizona and didn't have anybody. So a lot of times we go back to how we used to comfort ourselves when we were babies, which was food. And that really started for me in January. So the first 3 months pretty much maintained my weight. But then slowly it started to creep up because I changed my focus from being skinny to being strong. I got a trainer. My goal is to build muscle because muscle is super important. I will have a video actually come out about that soon, how and why it's important to build muscle after the age of 40. But anyway, to go back on track, basically, my goal shifted from being skinny and losing fat to building muscle, which means the calories had to go up, the carb count had to go up, and I'm very carb sensitive. But the positive things that happened during that journey is obviously my face looks much more younger. I feel like less wrinkles, first of all, without Botox, without any extreme measures. Second thing, I got my booty back, which is, I love it. I'm into curvy girls. I'm a curvy girl myself. I appreciate curves on women. I feel it's very feminine and very nourishing figure to have. And also my knee pain started to go down. So I've been getting this kind of like osteoarthritis, sharp pain in my right knee, and it's been slowly healing the last couple of months. Probably due to less stress, but also I'm eating more nourishing foods as well. I'm not restricting as much. So those are the pros of gaining weight. Now, the cons of gaining weight is I definitely started to question my my worth still as a health coach, as a confidence counselor, emotional wellness practitioner. I am going through my own stuff, guys. I'm not perfect. And I posted that short on this channel, all the different versions of Masha, that I learned that what our bodies are going through a lot of times is necessary. We can't be skinny all of our life. We can't be the same all of our life. We go through childbirth, which I have not gone through yet, but there's things like injuries, sickness, divorces, job loss, moving cities, countries, life events happen, and our body, it's really impossible for it to stay the same. So if you get anything from this video, please be patient with your body. If you are upset with yourself, please get support, get somebody to vent to, and also get curious about what is really going on. Because if your body's expressing pain, excessive weight gain, acne, bloating, any type of autoimmune disease, it's trying to communicate with you. It's trying to tell you something is not right. And ignoring the signals and just trying to be skinny or aesthetically pleasing to people on Instagram or your boyfriend or husband, it's not going to do any good in the long run. It doesn't matter if you are sick, if you're skinny and sick and have no muscle at 50 and 60 years old, does it really matter? If anything, I invite you to show more compassion towards yourself, no matter what weight you are. Yes, I'm a little bit heavier than I would like to be. I like to be in a certain range, but I still love myself. I know this is temporary. I know with things that I do every day, instead of saying affirmations and doing visual boards, all of that is great. But what's really going to change things, my loves, is taking action. Taking action like the food that you eat, meal prep, the movement that you do, activity, right? How you talk to yourself, how you express love to your body. Do you rest? How many hours of sleep do you get? Who you have sex with, who you interact with as far as your community of friends. All of that affects your emotional well-being, therefore will affect your body as well. And our body, as you know by the famous book, I'm sure you've heard of it millions of times, our body does keep a score of everything we say to ourselves, of every intimacy that we have and share our body with other people, of every environment that we placed our body in. It keeps a score. So the more you show your body that you love it, that you respect it, the more it's going to show you what it's capable of, right? And the goals that you have with your body, I would really question them. Are they really your goals and desires? For example, to have a certain body type, to be a certain weight, to fit in a certain size of jeans. Is that really your goal, or a goal of yours 20 years ago, 30 years ago, your husband's goal? Whose goal is it? Really get curious about why you want to be where you want to be with your body and your health. Also, a big factor, according to my trainer, that's why it's good to get support, professional support outside of you, so you can have a different perspective. I heard from her, my trainer told me that because of my travel, last 6-7 weeks, I traveled twice to Vegas and to Abu Dhabi, and that affects a lot of different things. With the jet lag, the natural clock of my body was off, the type of food I was eating was not familiar to my body. So yeah, it definitely threw it out of its norm, out of its loop. So now it's slowly coming back, crawling back to its homeostasis, and I'm just being really patient with it. I'm not doing anything to provoke it with too much sugar, too much alcohol. I'm really nourishing it back to homeostasis, to balance with foods that really help me, which is mostly protein, natural foods that you find like apples, vegetables, stuff like that. So if you're interested in what I eat in a day, I can definitely do a video for you. So I can share with you what I'm eating, how many calories, the macro breakdown, why I'm doing macros versus other methods of nourishing my body. So if you're interested in that, please comment below. I would love to hear back from you. So I guess if you are still here at the end of the video, I hope you take away that shaming your body definitely will not help. It actually overshadows the solution. So being guilty, being sulking in your junk, not taking any action, or doing the opposite, hurting your body even more, let's make a U-turn, really reevaluate realistically where you're at, why you want to be where you're going, and what you need to do to get there. Also, a little dose of patience, sprinkle of compassion. That's what's going to get you there. And getting support, professional support or some guidance, so you're not hurting your body even more, thinking you're doing the right thing. I hope you found this video helpful. Again, new videos come out every single Wednesday on my channel. I talk about mindset, health, style, and travel, and I can't wait to see you till next week.